Hey guys, welcome back to Elden Builds. It's still me Martin, but today with a new mic and a new guide. As you can see, I have finished my complete guide to Blood and Thorn sorcery, so let's get right into it. Starting off with stats and class, the most optimal class for this build appears to be Wretch. As you can see, we need Intelligence, Fate and Arcane to cast all of these beautiful spells. And unfortunately, every other starting class starts off with heavy losses in either one of those three. So that being said, your stats should look something like this on level 125 with Marika Sword Seal. 60 Vigor is preferred because everything deals a lot of damage, and on top of that you will be inflicting self-damage with Thorn sorceries. As for Mind, I find it that 25 is enough to get off some poke, cast your combo setup, follow it up with a combo, retreat and cast your defensive spells, and then drink your mana flask without being punished. As for our spell requirement stats, they can actually be met by only investing 1 point into Arcane and equipping Marika's Sword Seal. Everything else should be dumped into Fate. So regarding our weapons and gear, to cast sorceries we will use Staff of the Guilty. It increases damage of all Thorn sorceries by 15% and it's got S scaling in Fate. For our incantations, we will be using Earthly Seal. Unfortunately, there is no seal that increases damage of blood sorceries, so in that stead we will be using this one. It's also the best scaling seal in whole game, so no big loss here actually. In our offhand, we have equipped Azur's Glintstone staff. Even without meeting its stat requirements, it still increases your cast speed as if you had 40 dex. For our equipment gear, I mean armor, we are using Alberich's robe, Alberich's bracers and Alberich's pointed hat. All of these pieces increase your Thorn damage by 5% except for boots. Unfortunately, our Alberich boots do not increase Thorn sorcery damage, so in that stead we're using the best boots in the game, which are Bull Goat Greaves of course. As for talismans, Marika Sword Seal is a must-have. I would say the same for Earthly Favor. However, these two can be switched. I prefer damage on both these slots. However, if you would not like that, you can switch one of these for a Crimson Ember Medallion, a Dragon Crest Great Shield, or a Spelldrake Talisman, or anything else that gives you resistances, of course according to the type of magic or damage your enemy deals. I would recommend against using Greyjar's Arsenal because you do not really need poise, and resistances you will get from better armor are minuscule. The reason you don't need poise is because Prayers of Sin has enough poise to tank a two-handed colossal weapon hit. So that's the main reason I think there is no need for additional poise in this build. So yeah, that's all regarding the theoretical part, so let's get into spells and combos. So the way you should start your fights is of course by casting a dedicated buff, depending on which type of damage your enemy does. And then you will want to switch back to your Swarm of Flies. Then what you should do is, if you can, if your opponent is not rushing into you, get 1 or 2 casts off of Swarm of Flies, and then what you should do is, so after casting it, you should run to either left or right side, depending on where your enemy is running. You should chase them, you should run parallelly to them, and then cast another 1 or 2 Swarm of Flies. That way they will have swarms of flies coming from both of their directions, from either left and right or front and back, and it's really hard to defend against that. So if after casting those combo setups, as I like to call them, if your enemy is rushing towards you, you can then switch to Bestial Sling and try to get some poke. If after casting Bestial Sling, your enemy appears to be still running toward you or rolling, whatever, you can follow up Bestial Sling with a Blood Flame Talons. It will do massive amounts of fire damage and it will stack a blood loss debuff on them. So if you have previously dealt damage with Swarm of Lights to them, you can actually get a pretty solid blood loss proc together with this huge fire damage and take like 1200 damage off of their health instantly. So after that, you will be done with your incantations. But if your enemy is rushing away from you, if they are trying to defend, you can get 1 or 2 casts on your Swarm of Lights and then restore your mana if need be. If not, you can hold up to switch to your sorceries and switch your weapon. And then depending on what your enemy is doing, you will do the next. If they are away from you, you are going and not attacking, if they are melee, you are going to set up your magic glint blades. 2 or 3 should be enough. I wouldn't go above 3 because it's pretty mana hungry, as you can see. And then you will want to hold up and rush your enemy and try to roll catch them with Carrion Slicer. If they continue rolling, just continue chasing after them and trying to roll catch them. Eventually they will run out of stamina and take a hit, or they will turn and try to attack you, and that will be your opportunity for your main combo. Because Carrion Slicer combos into Brayers of Sin, which will do around 1000 to 1500 damage depending on blood loss stack up on your enemy and on their resistances. This is your main combo and you should practice it and you should make sure to always hit it. Well, you won't always hit it, but try to make your hit to miss ratio much bigger. Because if you miss Brayers of Sin, you will be locked into a fairly long animation. You see, I was trying to roll out of it all this time, but unfortunately I was unable to. Also, one thing you should note is that after casting 2 Carrion Slicers, you will get this. See this? This is the 3rd chain cast in the Brayers of Sin combo. And if you get that 3rd cast, you will be stuck in that extremely long animation and that will usually mean your death. Just look, I'm spamming circle and I'm not able to run away. Or roll away or cancel that animation. So do not use the third hit in the chain if you're not 100% sure that it will kill your enemy. Because if you miss and you're not full, you might die. However, if after switching back to your sorceries, your enemy is running away from you and trying to get a cast off of something like Stars of Ruin or Thunderbolt, or if they're trying to use a dragon attack or anything else that hits heavy from the range, you will want to use Swift Glintstone Shards to first to test their poise if you're not sure of it. And then you will probably interrupt them once or twice. Then they will switch their roll patterns and will often try to get one more cast off of that spell. And what you should do then is either follow Swift Glintstone Shard with Brayers of Punishment, or do 2 Swift Glintstone Shards and follow with an instant Brayers of Punishment. This appears to be a glitch or an exploit. However, I don't think that Prayers of Punishment is significant enough spell for this to be considered cheesing or cheating. If anything, cast speed of that spell should be equal to that near instant proc in this case, because bleed stack up, self damage, and this huge animation, like they make this spell almost unusable. Just look how long it takes for me to roll out of it. Then after hitting or missing with your Prayers of Punishment, you do not want to continue with that. You can either hold up to reset back to your sorceries, or you can switch your weapon to R3 Seal and try to follow with Swarm of Flies or Bestial Sling Poke. You are probably wondering why I haven't included Blood Boon in this combo, in this build I mean. Well, it's because I have done extensive testing with Blood Boon, and that spell is unfortunately one of the worst in game. The maximum damage I got off of it was 350, and it's so hard to hit. Zoning potential is pretty bad, it's hard to control it, and I actually thought that since the spell throws multiple projectiles, you would be able to get essentially the shotgun effect like on Crystal Torrent or Bestial Sling. Like if you hit with multiple projectiles, you would do multiple damage. But unfortunately, that's not the case with Blood Boon. So until that is changed, I don't see any reason why anyone would use that spell. So yeah, that would be it regarding the technical part of this build. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get everything out right now because most of it is situationally dependent. But let me tell you about your weaknesses, this build weaknesses, and potential counters. So the most problems I've had with are people who use Bull Goat's armor with Bull Goat's talisman for maximum poise, and general bleed builds. Bleed builds will just stack bleed on you, and when you try to combo them, you will proc bleed on yourself and hit yourself, and sometimes not even hit them, and it will usually be a bad trade, and they will sometimes even follow up with additional attacks or roll catch you, and it's pretty hard to deal against other bloodlust builds. So that's the reason we are carrying stanching blouses, to be able to get rid of that blood stack up and to be able to cast our spells without too much punishment from ourselves. The way you can kill poise stackers is by trying to stack enough bloodlust stack up on them, not to trigger it with Swarm of Flies, but to trigger it with Carrion Slicer and then Prayers of Sin combo. Because that bloodlust proc on them will stun them, and you will have enough time to roll away or to finish them off with Carrion Slicer or whatever. It will also make them panic, so you will usually not get punished for it. So yeah, that's technically the only way you can counter max poise people. And the last thing you should look for is Carrion Retaliation. It's the spell parry weapon art that's unfortunately bugged, and it will one-shot you without you even seeing what hit you. To deal with those guys, I have found a way. The best way is to unlock my camera, throw 2 swift glintstone shards back, and then follow up with instant Prayers of Punishment. They will try to parry it, but unfortunately they can't, and they will take massive amounts of damage. They will take like 600 to 700 damage just for trying to parry a certain spell. So yeah, if you get two casts, 2 hits off of those, that usually means win for you. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into duels. Let's try this build out. Let me show to you how it works in PvP actually. Honestly, I've been quite happy with it. I've been really enjoying it and playing it for the past couple of days. If you have been following my previous videos, you know that I really love Blood and Thorn magic, and I have taken it upon me as a duty to make it work, and I think I have finally made it work. I think I have finally cracked it. So let's hope we get summoned soon. Yeah, here it is. It's coming. My hour of glory is nigh. Okay, so what is this? A Guardian Spear. Might be an arcane build. Probably Dragon, I don't know. Oops, wrong buff. He's using like infinite mana. Yeah, Dragon build, knew it. This is how we deal against Dragon builds. Yeah. A miss. This guy is gonna rush me. Oops, out of mana. Go, 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 go. Go for it. Come on, I'm waiting for your lightning exploit. Yeah, here it is. Oh, not an exploit actually. Oh yeah, you're dead. Not actually. Yeah, let me drink my flask too. Yeah, no hit. Oops. Yeah. 444 damage on Carrion Slicer with 78 fate. So we get benefit of using all these sorceries and all those incantations without any real massive drawback. Okay, this one was quick. Oh, it's the meta. It's the poke build. Yeah, nice opportunity to show off. Yeah, let's go, bro. Oh, switching back to Guardian Spear. Is this the same guy from the last match? I'm not sure. So yeah, this is the way you keep pressure. Yeah. No, oops. Yeah, casting with different catalysts is sometimes really confusing. Oh, it's the Bloodhound step, yeah. Come on, try to poke. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what you get. So as you can see, this build is incredibly strong, but it's not a gimmicky build. It's not like one-shotting Glintstone Pebble or spamming Rivers of Blood, which will hit your enemy even if he dodges, or Vike Spear, which will do the same. Like, there are no actual gimmicks behind this build. It's all about setups and comboing, which is what I really like. It's like, it's only as good as the player. And with all different schools of magic, there is a pretty high skill cap, and there are many different things you can actually do and many different ways you can win. This is another bleed build. Boy with a bleed. Let's go. Fist weapons. They actually do massive damage. Yeah. Oh wow, jumping over me. That was nice. Oh, it's another Bloodhound step. Oh yeah, bleed. Oh, double KO. Well, yeah, imagine if he had no Bloodhound step. Like, I don't think he would be able to land a single hit. But yeah, like, maybe Bloodhound Step is the only way to make fist weapons actually work. So I shouldn't be mad about that. But yeah, with Bloodhound Step you'll have no time to use your stanching blouses, so Bloodhound Step and Bloodhound Step bleed builds are probably your worst enemy. I'd say that Bloodhound Step will dual bleed Estox is and maximum poison or actually any amount of poison on that build is too much. But yeah, that's like the worst counter to this build. What's this double curved sword? What the hell is that? Yeah, let me drink too. Yeah, let's go. Oh, he's running towards me. Oh, wow. Oh, dude, level vigor, what the hell? I shouldn't have even bowed. Also, another thing you should definitely look out for is Barrier of Gold, and of course Black Flames protection. But yeah, that's the reason we are using two different schools of magic. Well, actually, four different schools of magic, but three different types of damage. So we have with Swarm of Flies and Bestial Sling, we do physical damage. With Blood Flame Talons, we do fire damage, but the Bleeded procs deals physical damage. And with our Carrion and Thorn sorceries, we do magical damage, but Thorn sorceries also inflict bleed, which deals physical damage. So yeah, adjust your spells, like, I mean, use your spells according to the buff the enemy uses, if they use one, of course. If they don't, then they're probably dead. Ah, this guy's going to try to parry me. Oh, is that Moonveil? Yeah, I think that's Moonveil. Opa. Yeah. Oh, it's not Moonveil. Can't believe it. Yeah, let's go, buddy. Thanks for waiting. Yeah. Okay, hit me once. Shame on me. Hit me twice. Shame on you. Or is it the other way around? Yeah. Oh, did I have no stamina to cast this? Oh god, goodness. I'm clutching. Oh god, yeah, you see, that's why you have to take care of your blood loss stack up. I thought it would leave me on like 1 pixel, but yeah, it killed me. Actually, the reason I have lost is because I haven't followed up Bishop Sling with Blood Flame. It was such a perfect setup. But yeah, unfortunately, I either clutched or had no stamina. What is this? A Moog Spear. Wow, what is this guy? Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, just to use it. Oh, mana. Yeah, you see, that's Blood Boon. That's Blood Boon. That useless spell is Blood Boon. Yeah. Don't really know what this guy is trying to do. Like if he was trying to cosplay Moog, I would understand it. But unfortunately, yeah, I don't get it. Definitely not the way you should play your bleed build. Yeah, let's go for one more. Hopefully I get someone with carry and retaliation, so I try to outplay them. Oh, it's this guy again. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, let me buff up. What's the hurry? Yeah. Let's go. Oh yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Yeah, the thing about Prayers of Sin is that the hitbox persists for some time after casting it. But yeah, that's the smart thing he does. He doesn't immediately show he's got Bloodhound Step and uses it only when the need arises. But still, that weapon art removes all skill requirements for dodging and positioning and zoning and outspacing and everything. Practically makes the game unfair. But yeah, fist weapons are unfairly weak anyways. Is it Wike Spear or Partisan? I'm not sure. Oh, it's Wike. Probably a Madness build. Okay. Oh, wow, dude. Oh shit, wrong spell. Yeah, don't want to get that. Don't want to get frenzied. Okay. Exploiting now, are we? Yeah. What the hell is going on? Yeah, time for blouses. How do I win this? How do I win this? We'll have to go full ranged. I don't wanna risk it. Okay, okay. He's gonna try carry on retaliation glitch, so let's do it. Oh god. Oh no, he didn't die. And yeah, unfortunately, I did not manage to cheese him out of his cheese. But yeah, like, if he didn't hit me, like, while I was buffing, yeah, that would be a definite win for me. Cause when you see people like trying to use exploits and cheese weapons to win, you can be like 80% sure they don't know how to actually play. They don't know how to space properly. They don't know how to punish. They don't know how to roll. But yeah, it was a pretty bad misplay of me getting hit twice by that spear. Don't know if that guy was lagging or I'm just stupid and ran into it. What is this? Dual halberds? Nice. Let's go for Black Flames protection. Yeah, buff yourself up, dude. I've got nothing against it. Okay. You're gonna rush me? Oh. Oh, yeah. What now? What now? Yeah, let me drink my mana. Yeah, you're gonna rush me. Yeah, you might die. Yeah, that's what I love. It's kind of a gimmick, but like even if I didn't make him rush me and finish him off like that, I would be able to finish him on plenty of different ways. So yeah, let's do one more and call it quits. The video is getting pretty long. And I hope as the last duel I get a dual cross Naginadas with max poise and bloodhound step. Please, that's my Easter wish. I want Easter Bunny to bring me a max poise Chad with dual cross Naginadas and bloodhound step and seppuku on the off hand. That's what I want. But yeah, you don't get what you ask for. Oh, but at least it's like a Rivers of Blood Carrion Retaliation exploit guy. Oh, nice, nice. Cool, dude. You could yet hit me at least. Oh my god, dude, where is your resistances? Oh, god damn it. Yeah, should have drank stenching blouses instead of mana. But yeah, that's about it. I think you have seen it all. If there's anything that's not clear, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. And if you enjoyed, stay tuned for more. So thank you guys for watching and take care.